of an end like that. Good afternoon, Olly Murs.
Good afternoon, Greg James. How are you?
I'm really good. I love a fake ending like that.
That was good, though. It came from nowhere. I expected you to come in a lot earlier, then all of a sudden it's like, thank you, Radio 1!
Goodbye, London!
I actually quite like that song, do you know?
It's a great song.
Never, ever, 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 ever getting back together.
It's a nice a very nice, clear message.
That's a clear message. She just needed to put the name in there. That's all she needed there.
That's what we like in our pop songs, isn't it? A nice, clear message.
I'm never, ever, ever going to get back together with you, Scott. Ever.
No ambiguity ever, is there?
No.
So,
how are you, man?
Really, really good. And welcome back to Radio 1. And we've got your new single to play. We've got so much to talk about.
It's the first time I've been on the show.
Really?
Yeah, I was on the... We used to do the... I came once on the afternoon show.
1 till 4. And
yeah.
it's the first time on this one.
It's the first time on the drive time.
Well, welcome to Drive Time.
It's great to be here.
So, loads to talk about.
Wow, I know you're going to straight into it, I know.
We have to, because it's the word is on the lips. See, the word. X Factor last night.
Wow.
It's just, it was a mess, wasn't it?
It was just insane. Me and Carolynne were side of stage, and it was just erupting on stage. And actually where we are, we can't necessarily hear what's going on. All I could see from a distance was Dermot almost shouting at Louis, and I'm like, what is going on?
Well, he was. This is the moment from last night.
Who are you sending home, Louis? Louis, the name of the actor sending home. What did you say?
I want to take it to deadlock.
Louis!
But Dermot just went, what did you say? What did you say?
But then because when we were literally standing there, and then we got, you know, our producers there, and they're like, right, so it's Carolynne's staying. What? No, it's going to deadlock. I was like, what? And then, you know, it all just helped, and then literally, you know, Gary was on his feet, and he was gone.
Well, this Louis moment.
Louis, now.
It's a really difficult one. I love Carolynne's voice. I love his entertainment.
We appreciate that, Louis, but we need it.
We appreciate that.
Louis, the name of the actress sending home.
It's either that person or that
Did you go with Rylan?
Love that little is it's like that person or that person. Just pick.
You go to deadlock. The name of the actress sending home.
I'm going to go with Carolynne. I want to keep Carolynne.
So, you're going to send home Rylan?
I want to say Rylan. I want to say Carolynne.
Who are you sending home?
What? So he says I want to save, and then he wants to save.
The name of the actress sending home. What did you just say?
I want to take it to deadlock.
Oh, God.
That was the long-awaited.
The worst at poker, wasn't he?
Look,
He's just the worst guy at anything.
It's the long-overdue Louis breakdown. That was, it was last night, wasn't it? I want to save Carolynne! Save Rylan! Send home Wagner! Save Jedward! Send home Westlife! Save them all!
What was going on? It was what was going on.
It was mental, wasn't it? Anyway.
But hey, it was a crazy night. It really was. And then me and Caroline just came on, and it was just like we're sort of looking around thinking, is Gary going to be there? Because, you know, we dress rehearse the show, like we kind of know what we're going to ask, we're in the zone. And then when something like that happens, although it's really exciting, you know, I'm sitting there, I don't know about Caroline, but I'm like, oh no, what do we do? And then, you know, lucky Gary came on with Carolynne at the end of our chat, first link, and then we got through the link, then got to the chat, and they were there. And to be fair to Gary, he was quite chilled, and he just, you know, explained his reasons why. And I think, yeah, he had, you know, he had Carolynne, he took her through because he believes in her, and I think, you know, it's a shame to see her leave. But hey, every year there is an act on the show. Like this last year we had Kitty, we had the Frankie Kokoza thing, we've had Wagner. My year we had Jedward.
I like Wagner.
Wagner. We had Planet Jedward. We had Jedward. So, you know, there's always an act every year that's going to cause a lot of controversy, and I think there's always an act that's going to be the Marmite of the year. You either love them or you hate them. Rylan is that guy. You know, and being from behind the scenes, I've got to say, everyone is so nice this year. Great bunch of guys. There's no divas amongst the camp. They all get on really, really well. And I think Carolynne on our show, if you watched, it was so dignified. She actually said,
she was great.
To be honest, she didn't say, like most contestants would have said, Rylan's rubbish. Like, you know, why am I going home? This is a joke. This is a fix. You know, she was really dignified, and she just said, you know, that, you know what? You know, I didn't get the most votes because it was really bad last night, and the song wasn't great, and I just didn't connect. And she even brought in the whole Twitter thing, because you can, you know, if you go on Twitter, you know, followers means a big thing on X, you know, and when you're looking at people that are on the show, if they've got the most...
She's got quite a few, hasn't she?
I think she had a few, but I mean, I think Rylan's got more, I think, you know, so it's a weird thing, but hey, I mean... She was cool last night, but it was a crazy show.
Oh, it was enjoyable, and you must have got the biggest audience figures ever.
The biggest, like, this is no joke. I think Caroline's tweeted about it today. I want to tweet about it as well. But we actually had the most viewing figures last night ever. I think it's the biggest ITV2 show. I think.
Well, I thought
this
that
year.
because it was running over and Dermot was going, okay, we're going to fall off air. We could have ended up with Louis in Downton Abbey time. Was it? Cause
It was, yeah, no, completely.
He'd be great in Downton Abbey though, wouldn't he, Louis? He'd be amazing.
But yeah, so look, we had the great show last night, and thanks to everyone that tuned in and watched our show. I'm hoping every week there's a cliffhanger.
So X Factor done for now. What we'll do is we'll play Biffy Clyro, and we've got your music to talk about, Ollie.
Perfect, love it.
It's Radio 1. Olly Murs, my special guest today. Rudimental to play in a second, and Ollie's new single next after Biffy. This is Stinging Bell.